Hey guys, Joe Hopkins here, and yes, I'm going to show you some clips. Don't go anywhere. They're going to be short clips because copyright. We're going to try to dodge the copyright Nazis. Couple seconds per clip, right? But I just got back from Aerosmith. I went yesterday, so today is the day after. I get, that's how that works, right? So anyway, I shot some footage there to illustrate a few things, but I wanted to address the questions everybody's asking about this tour. First of all, at their age, how are they holding up, right? They had the Black Crowes opening for them. Also old guys. The Black Crowes were great. Aerosmith was amazing. They've still got it. They've definitely still got it. I think Steven Tyler doesn't, get around as much as he used to. But if you remember, he used to be all over the place, man. That dude was bouncing off the walls. So now he's down to just normal, high energy rock star. So he used to be one of the most energetic bastards on earth. So the fact that he's still like head and shoulders above everybody else as far as on stage energy, it's not surprising. He went from like way up here to still up here, just not as high. But he was all over the place. Definitely hasn't lost any off of his voice. Yeah, they were excellent. Absolutely excellent. The musicianship was great. I do have to mention, I saw them in PPG Arena in Pittsburgh, right? Arena concerts, doing sound well in an arena is not easy. Very echoey place. Not the best place to see concerts, music-wise, right? And it was about as good as you can expect for an arena. I've seen a lot of arena shows where the sound is awful, and it's not necessarily anybody's fault. It's arena. It's an arena. Everything echoes. But it was about as good as you're going to get for an arena, right? I personally don't like arenas for music because of that, right? Pavilions and theaters are so much better. They're designed for music. But that aside, it was good enough. It wasn't, I've noticed concerts aren't as loud as they used to be, which I appreciate. It was definitely loud. But it wasn't that you're deaf for 3 days afterward loud like they were back in the day. I kind of appreciate that. They used to be too loud. Now they're just really, really loud, but not horrendously loud. But yeah, Aerosmith was awesome. We got the behind the stage seats because, everything else was selling out and these seats were like $45 a seat. And I've seen a lot of questions online about that. What's up with the behind the stage seats? The behind the stage seats were actually pretty damn good, especially since the stage kind of went all the way around. They had the stage area where the Black Crowes played, and when Aerosmith came out, they opened up the whole stage. So they had a section that went all the way out into the audience. Like it was shaped like a big A. They had two wings that went out to the sides and a stage that went around the back. So, I mean, we were actually pretty close to the band, and they used the whole stage. It was, the behind the stage seats were really, really good seats, actually. So, and it was pretty cool. From my vantage point, I could see all the stuff going on behind the stage. All the stuff the roadies are doing, and the guitar techs, and the sound guys, which is cool for a music nerd like me. I thought that was awesome. I was nerding out over the Black Crowes keyboard. Their keyboard player has like this old, it looks like my brother's old Hammond, which my brother's Hammond doesn't play anymore. It's like, these things are antiques. But it was old. It's this old keyboard down there, this old organ. I'm like, that's cool. I'm geeking out over that kind of crap. Checking out the digital soundboard, which is one of those ones with like the touch screen. I prefer, if I'm using a board, I want a slider, an actual tactile response. But I also understand the whole fully digital thing, and I'm sure a lot of stuff is preset. They can hit presets and change it for different songs. Good stuff though. That's all the nerdy stuff though. For anybody that was nerding out on it, if you want to see what all the roadies and sound guys are doing and nerd out like crazy, get the behind the stage seats, man. You can see all that stuff. in the clips I'm going to show you, I joke around about how we're behind the stage. We'll just be watching their butts. It wasn't really that, you know, it wasn't all that. Although the Black Crowes had some female backup singers with some very nice butts. I'll show you a clip of that. Their butts were worth watching. But yeah, they used the whole stage. Those behind the stage seats, don't be afraid to get those. They're really good. Those are really good seats, you know? Because, I mean, each member of the band would come around to the back, and you'll see, like I said, I've got clips. I'm going to play the clips in a couple minutes here. Wait a minute or two, whatever, when I'm done talking. Just, if you don't want to hear me talk, just hit the next button, the arrow, until it moves the video to the clips. But I'll show you what I mean. And they were really, really good seats. And it was an excellent, excellent show. Now, they didn't go through, obviously, they didn't go through all their hits. They played for a little over 2 hours. And in a little over 2 hours, there's no way they could hit all of it, right? Aerosmith has had a ton of hits. The Black Crowes played for an hour and played their, like, 3 or 4 big songs and a couple, you know, some other songs. They can do that. They only have so many hits. Aerosmith has so many hits, you know, and they didn't play anything off of like 9 Lives or Just Push Play or, you know, but keep in mind, I imagine the set list probably changes day by day. They have enough songs, they could have 2 or 3 different set lists and rotate them. So the show you see might not be the show I saw. Of course, yeah, I'm not going to give away any of the surprises, but I did think it was pretty awesome. Joe Perry came out with this white Strat and told the story about it. Apparently, when Jeff Beck died, not that long ago, his wife gave Joe Perry gave him Jeff Beck's white Stratocaster, which I've seen in a lot of clips of Jeff Beck in the last couple years. You know, I like watching clips of Jeff Beck. Amazing guitarist. Well, she gave it to Joe Perry and told him, you know, this guitar needs to continue to be played. So he was playing that on stage. So not only did I get to see the Black Crowes and Aerosmith, but I got to see Jeff Beck's guitar, right? Which is cool because I love Jeff Beck, and I never got to see him play, and I'm never going to get to now. But I got to see his guitar. And then they played some Yardbirds because, I mean, it's Jeff Beck's guitar. Yeah, they got to play some Yardbirds. You know what I mean? Really good show. They did play some of their deeper cut songs, which I think they did more for them than anything else. And they played a real nice blues number. Was it? God damn it! I can't remember the song now. It was anyway. It'll come to me. Great number. You could tell they had a couple numbers during the set that were for them. They were having fun playing them. And of course they play the stuff for the audience, but that's my favorite part when they're playing songs they like. You know, it's not even their songs, just stuff they enjoy, and they're really having fun with it. And you could see it. And I like that. I thought that was awesome, right? So anyway, without further ado, I'll play you some clips. What's up? We going to see Aerosmith on their Peace Out tour. It's supposed to be their last tour. Bands always say that. This is our last tour. This is our last tour. They do another tour. This is our last tour. And then they do another tour. But these dudes are pushing 80, so I think maybe it might just be their last tour. Right? If you remember earlier this year, I got to see Kix on their final tour. So I guess it's a last kind of year or something. Anyway, we got behind the stage seats. People have asked about those, what it is. We're about to find out. If it's any good, I'll let you know. If it's not, I'll let you know that too. Anyway, see you at the show, baby. Peace out. Hey there, we're at the Aerosmith show. We're going to find out if Aerosmith is as good now as they were then. Now that they're like really, really old and they're all going to come out in walkers and wheelchairs. Joe Perry's going to wheel himself out there and they're going to rock out. And we're going to find out if the behind the stage seats, does it mean that I'm looking at their butts the whole time? I'm cool with that. They still got some nice butts. I mean, Steven Tyler takes care of himself, works out. I watch his butt. And Black Crowes, I'm going to get to see their butts. So anyway, I don't know. It might not be all that. Anyway, might be all that. Might be all that and a bag of chips and a 6-pack. Anyway, see you guys in a little bit. All right. right, this is where we're sitting behind the stage. Other than these little poles here, it's not too bad. And it looks like the stage goes like around. PPG Arena is not that big. So, hey, we're pretty close up. I'll get a good view of their butts here in Pittsburgh with Aerosmith. Yay! All right, we're waiting for the show to start. I'm watching the Guitar Tech tune-up. Let me see here. I'm checking out the old organs. They got some new ones, some old ones. All kinds of cool stuff, man. It's fun watching the guys work down here. All digital board. Can't see what it is from here, but that's pretty cool. Ought to be a good show, but here I'm nerding out on this crap. Tell you what, I swear that looks like my brother's Hammond that they're working on down there. They're doing, well, they were doing something with it. I guess you want that old classic sound, you gotta have old classic stuff, right? Alrighty, I hope it's a good show. All right, there you go, man. That's good stuff, right? You can see that the behind the stage seats are actually pretty good. Now, we're up a bit, but they were good seats. If you're behind the stage, if those seats are for sale, grab them. Those are way less money, and you're close to the band. You're closer than you would get if you were over, if you spent the same amount of money to sit in the nosebleed seats in front of the stage. I had a great time. Like I said, they haven't lost anything. If anything, it would seem like they've musically have gotten better. Like, these guys really know their craft. So there you go. Anyway, hope this was informative, especially, like I said, with the behind the stage seats. I didn't know what that was, and I couldn't find anything online about it. Just more people asking. So it's a good question for me to answer, and it's good for you guys to know. And I hope you like that little clip of the backup singer's butts. Those are the nicest butts on stage, if you ask me. Just my opinion. Steven Tyler's got a nice ass, but, I mean, yeah, the backup singers. Yeah, they got nice thick butts. I like that. The other guy's a little too narrow for me. Anyway, that's my thought. Hope you guys found this at least somewhat informative. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you saw the show, what your experience was. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. God willing, maybe I'll get, review some more concerts. That's always fun. So, peace out, baby. Bye-bye.